The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will miss Remembrance Day in the UK, instead paying their respects at a Veterans Day ceremony in New York. Harry and Meghan attended the 2021 Salute to Freedom Gala at the Intrepid Museum in the Big Apple last night. Harry wore his military medals and the Cross of the Knight Commander of Royal Victorian Order, while Meghan wore a red gown, and both adorned their outfits with a poppy. The Duke presented Intrepid Valor Awards to 5 military personnel living with the invisible wounds of war. Harry served in the military for a decade, including 2 tours of Afghanistan, and spoke of the impact his experiences have had on the man he is today. He said, "I served 10 years in the military, including 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, one as in FAC, forward air controller, on the ground and in the dust with some of you, another as an Apache helicopter pilot in the air supporting and talking with you. Nothing was more valuable than the time I got to spend with my soldiers in a shell scrape, eating an MRE meal, ready to eat, in the back of a tank, thanks for the swaps, flying a mission overhead knowing those below were safer, or making each other laugh when it was needed most. My experience in the military made me who I am today, and I will always be grateful for the people who I got to serve with, wherever in the world we were." The Sussexes paid their respects last year by laying a wreath and flowers at an obelisk to commemorate 2 fallen Commonwealth soldiers. Meghan wore a black wool coat and Harry a blue suit with his army medals. They released a series of photographs afterwards. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Anne Gripper, and she is joined by the Mirror's royal editor Russell Myers. Ms. Gripper read out listener comments which branded the photographs staged and cringeworthy. Others, however, defended the Sussexes, saying it was appropriate and respectful given that Harry is a veteran himself. Mr. Myers said the sheer number of photographs had left him shocked and suggested that they could have just taken a picture of their backs, and another of the wreath they laid. He said, "Perhaps they shouldn't have been in the photos. If you've just had their backs and another picture of the wreath they'd laid, I think that would have been appropriate. It's just, I think, the criticism labeled at them, saying that once again had been made about themselves is a case to answer, unfortunately. Because I was just shocked at the number of photographs that were then put out to the world's media." Former Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan labeled the images a distasteful PR stunt at the time. His co-host Susanna Reid, however, disagreed. "The armed forces mean a lot to Prince Harry. He served 10 years. He was blocked, allegedly, from having a wreath in his name placed at the cenotaph. Why wouldn't he want to show his respect when he has such a strong connection to the military?" She added, "If you don't do it with a photographer, people don't know that you've done it." She said, "The cenotaph is there, it's on a public road, after the official ceremonies happen, people can lay wreaths." She added, "If he wanted to leave a wreath and pay a private respect, he could have done so, but it didn't need to be as part of that ceremony." Following the event, body language expert Judy James claimed while their outfits said a lot, their movements also spoke volumes. Ms. James told, "Harry and Meghan's body language here suggests a conflict of interests between radiant red carpet A-listers and been there, done it, naff off press royals. After their heartfelt pleas this week for press privacy and the damage caused by social media, they perform their red carpet walk like twin galleons, all upright elegance with eyes diverted away from the cameras and their focus fixed instead on the people waiting to meet them." Judy added, "Their signature hand clasp is in place here, with Harry's hand on top and pushed slightly back as though keen to protect his wife. Meghan's dress is a clear jaw-dropper of a showstopper though, with its plunging neckline, complete with pin poppy, and super dramatic train. At the end of their appearance, with her back turned to the cameras, she appears to throw in a classic celebrity red carpet pose when she glances back over her shoulder with a rather knowing smile that includes one raised eyebrow and sideways eyes. There's even a small hunch of the shoulder to suggest a playful moment for the fans and the press." She claimed, "Harry is so focused on his chats that he even appears to tread on his wife's train and appears unfazed as she throws him a loving smile and a couple of arm touches to warn him where the carpet ends and the dress begins. Harry seems to be keen to usher everyone off the red carpet and into the function, going into steering or even sheepdog mode as he splays his arms and his hands out to shepherd everyone inside with what looks like an air of impatience. He even uses one hand in a part shrug to show Meghan, a more upbeat-looking Meghan, that they need to be getting inside.